Hi there, I'm back again with another tip as far as our safe relationship training toolbox is concerned. And today I wanted to focus on our own behaviour. And one of the things that we can often do when we enter into any sort of situation is to focus on the other person's behaviour. And as I've mentioned in other videos, that is important to do that if we want to identify a healthy partner. But today I also want us to use another tool that is quite useful to have in our safe relationship training toolbox, and that's to be able to recognise our own behaviour and how our own behaviour impacts on the situation and the types of situations that we're attracting into our lives. And our own behaviour is something that will often determine, of course, our own life choices. So today I wanted us to focus on our own behaviour patterns in the past, so that we can use that awareness, use that consciousness in order to make the changes that we need to make. One of the ways we can do that is to use a relationship log or a relationship history log. And on the website below, I've got some templates that you can download if you want to keep a relationship history log, which is a log of our relationships. And the types of patterns that we've engaged in the past will often come up and make us aware of those patterns when we use a relationship log or a relationship history log, because we will see, no doubt, certain patterns that we've engaged in our relationships, and then when we're aware of them, of course, we can change them. So that's one way that we can become aware of our own patterns, become aware of our own effects on the situations that we're engaging in and why we're engaging in those patterns as well. So this is one of the key tools we can have in our safe relationship training toolbox, is to become aware of ourselves, our own behaviour, why we're behaving the way we are in relationships and situations, why we're attracting those situations to us. Is it to do with our feelings of self-worth? Is it to do with our self-esteem? Is it to do with our past? Is it to do with our childhood and all the rest of it? And it's all very well knowing all those things, but then we need to know what we need to do in order to change our patterns, so that we can create safe and healthy situations in our lives. And some of the things that we need to do is to be really honest with ourselves and to not berate ourselves, not to put ourselves down for having made those decisions in the past. The past is the past. We can forgive ourselves. We can love ourselves in those situations, which is key. We can love ourselves now, because all those situations were learning curves. All those situations have brought us to where we are now. And so we can say, that was then, now is now, I want to change those patterns. So this is a really powerful tool to have in our safe relationship training toolbox. And that's the ability to be honest with ourselves, look at our own behaviour, look at the other person's behaviour in response to that as well, and to say, what can I do with myself to change in order to make this situation one that I can enjoy, and to be able to attract situations into the future that are really beneficial and supportive to me, rather than bringing my life down. So I wanted to highlight that strong point today, that one of the powerful tools we can have in our safe relationship training toolbox is the skill to be able to look at ourselves, to be able to change our own behaviour, and to be able to use those changes in order to attract safe and supportive relationships into our lives in the future. So as always, stay safe and, very happy. Bye-bye.